How you doing? Thank you for stopping by to visit the channel for this upcoming game preview of Michigan and Penn State in the Big House. If this is your first time visiting this channel and you want to hear a different take of college football from an analytical perspective, if you haven't done so already, please click that subscribe button, click the notification bell, and select all so you don't miss another video. Also, like the video, share the video. I have a very small channel, so it does help it out a little bit as far as growth goes. And give me your score prediction in the comment section below, even if you agree or disagree, and I'll hop in the comment section and chat it up with you. So without further ado, let's go ahead and get started, like how we always do here, with the tail of the tape of advanced metrics. So as we review the tail of the tape of advanced metrics, it looks like we have pushes in 4 of the 5 categories. So it looks like this is going to be a tough battle with regards of the poll system and the advanced metrics. It seems like they both have it pretty much lockstep within each other. The only matchup that I see here that holds a significant advantage is the Michigan defense versus the Penn State offense. Michigan's defense is 9th in the country in defensive SP, and Penn State's offensive SP is 46th. Fun fact, Michigan is one of 4 teams in the country that is ranked in the top 10 in both offensive SP and defense SP. The only 3 teams are, in order, Ohio State, Alabama, and Georgia. So, pretty lofty company for the Wolverines. As we review this advanced box score, the first half of the game couldn't have gone any better for Indiana. They were right there in the game with Michigan, heading in neck and neck. I mean, blow for blow. I give Indiana a lot of credit for staying with Michigan because I honestly didn't expect Indiana to be in the thick of things in the first half, to be quite honest with you. I thought Michigan was going to just take them apart from the outset and just send a message. Well, we kind of got that in the second half, to be honest with you, as we can tell here by the box score. Michigan's defense just totally shut the water off in the third and fourth quarter. They held Indiana to a 27% success rate and a 25% success rate in the fourth. And Michigan's offense in that fourth quarter couldn't do anything wrong with a 70% success rate. So if you do the math, that is a 45% success rate delta. No Roman Wilson for Michigan. I thought that was going to be a big issue looking at their offense and how they were going to execute. But Ronnie Bell, I mean, when you have him on your team, I don't think it really matters. J.J. McCarthy has targeted him 20 times this year, and he has a catch rate of 85%. So 17 catches with 20 targets. You can essentially say that he's very comfortable throwing it to Ronnie Bell. So they didn't really miss Roman Wilson that much. Blake Corum, usually does what Blake Corum does. That's score touchdowns and break off big runs. So it was a workman-like performance, really dominating for Michigan, as you can tell by the win expectancy. If you look at this box score, you're thinking, ooh, man, this is ugly. I mean, when you see negative EPAs for both teams, that essentially meant that both offenses couldn't really get much going. Now, to be respectful, this game was played in a freaking monsoon. So I gotta keep that for context. Both offenses wasn't going to do much of anything, especially when you have a defense like Penn State and Northwestern who brings their hat every game. They come out, they play hard. But in any event, this game was ugly to watch. But to be honest with you, if you're a Penn State fan, it doesn't really matter. They still had a post-game win expectancy of 84% despite turning the ball over 1 million times in this game. The one thing that I really want to point out is the stuffed runs. Penn State's run defense they were the Great Wall of no for Northwestern. 16% rushing success rate and a 52% runs stopped at or behind the line of scrimmage. Basically, if you were Northwestern in this game, if you even attempted to run, you were not going to get to the line of scrimmage. So that was a clinic as far as run defense goes. The only way that Northwestern was able to stay in this game was the fact that they hit the explosives. They had a 13% big play rate. They held Penn State to 5%. So even, in the rain, I think that was actually a testament to Northwestern for them to kind of keep it where it was at. But at the end of the day, Penn State did what they had to do. Strong showing against a Northwestern team that couldn't move the ball against them. I'm curious to see how Michigan handles this game when they have the ball. Penn State's defense, from a rush defense standpoint, is legit. 11th in adjusted rush defense, 8th in defensive stuff rate, and 7th in defensive line yards. That's where they hang their hat on defensively. They believe in stopping the run first, pass second. Michigan likes to run the ball a lot. They have a 60-40 run to pass ratio. Against this Penn State defense, I don't know if that's going to be conducive because of how good Penn State is up front. They may have to change it up a little bit. Michigan's passing down offense, top 20 in adjusted passing down. So if you do ever get them behind the chains, JJ McCarthy, Ronnie Bell, that's a big target. That's a nice little combination for them. If they do get Roman Wilson back from injury, this can definitely change things for Michigan. Gives them another option at wide receiver, gives them another bit of explosiveness there. Blake Corum, if they do run him quite a bit in this game, I'm going to tell you right now, he's probably going to need a nice bath, and it's a good thing that the bye week for Michigan is coming up soon. This is going to be a tough challenge for the Nittany Lion offense. And when we reviewed the table of advanced metrics, we did see that Michigan had a clear advantage defensively over the Penn State offense. Michigan's defense is strong, to be quite honest with you. Very elite in about 7 of the 10 categories. They have an advantage in 9 of the 10 categories here when Penn State has the ball. Penn State, they do have an efficient offense. It's not like their offense is terrible. 39th in EPA, 37th in rush. 37th in offensive success rate. I mean, this is not a bad offense. This is a very competent offense. It's just the fact that you're going up against a team in Michigan that, is in the top 10 in the majority of these categories. So if they're able to move the ball and have success, then they can definitely put Michigan in some bad spots. So it's not out of the realm of possibility for sure here, but it is going to be a lot harder than expected. For the computer model, it was quite interesting when I saw the results. Michigan, at the time of recording, is a 6.5 point favorite, and my model has Michigan favored with an expected score, kind of rounded up, of 30-20. So the model likes Michigan to not only win, but to win comfortably and cover. So very interesting, curious to see how this one shakes out. The way this game is shaping up, it is shaping to be a classic Big Ten bloodbath fist fight where you have two teams with really good defenses, offenses that are solid, but the one thing that is going to flip this game into the favor of each respective team is going to be a turnover or a special teams play. And the thing is, you can't really predict who's going to do what in those games, especially the turnover side of it. One turnover in a game like this where you have those defenses here that play at a high level, it can be detrimental. It can be problematic. The few questions I have in this game on the Michigan side, number one is the health of Roman Wilson. Roman Wilson is a capable deep threat that can extend the defense and can take the top off. He's really good at making those 50-50 catches. Doesn't matter. He will go up and he will grab it on anybody. Doesn't matter who you have at DB. Roman Wilson has no fear. He's coming down with it. What's his health looking like? And if he can't go, that means Penn State can exhaust all of their resources in the secondary to Ronnie Bell. I don't think they're going to exhaust all their resources, but there is that option if you don't have an available playmaker like him. And in a game like this where you have two good defenses, you need all the playmakers you can just to make life easy for your quarterback. The second question I have is, how is Penn State going to look coming off a bye? They had a physical game against Northwestern. They're coming in, they're well rested, but they're going on the road to the big house. James Franklin has had serious issues on the road, especially playing in that arena. So a lot of questions to have in this game here. But in the end, my final score in this game is going to be Penn State 20, Michigan 21. I don't think this game is going to go into the high 50s. I was very shocked at the over at 51.5. I'm hammering the under hard in this game. I just don't see it. I don't see this being high scoring. This game is going to be tight. Both defenses are really going to be the showcase in this one here. And I think Michigan's going to have just enough on offense, and they're going to make that one play on defense. I believe Penn State will have the ball at the end of the game to threaten Michigan to score, but Michigan's defense, they'll find a way with their pass rush, and they'll get to Sean Clifford to end the game. That's how I kind of see how this game is going to go. So Michigan to win, Penn State to cover. I think my model has this one way wrong here, to be quite honest with you. And with that being said, that is it for this game preview. Let me know what your thoughts are in the game in the comment section below. Give me your score prediction. Tell me why your respective team is going to win the game. I hope you enjoyed the video. Please give the video a like if you stayed here this long, and if you love college football as much as I do, please hit that subscribe button if you want to stay updated with the latest previews and the occasional highlights. Thank you for watching, and thank you for visiting the channel.